My time in Uzbekistan was one of the most memorable experiences of my life. I was actually supposed to go there for just a layover, but something inside of me told me I should stay longer, so I followed my intuition. In this video I will share how it's like to travel with no plan, zero expectations, and how I randomly met up with my friends from the Netherlands and how I ended up staying with a local family in Uzbekistan. I genuinely hope that this video will inspire you to follow your heart and the calling of your intuition, because life will unfold in magical ways. Uzbekistan is in Central Asia and was once a key part of the Silk Road, where traders moved between the east and the west. It's a landlocked country, which means that it has no access to the sea and mostly is made up of desert and plains. Some places still feel raw and untouched, not visited by any tourist yet. And that authenticity is what really drew me in. So, tomorrow I'm taking the train from Tashkent to Samarkand at 8 a.m. in the morning. So it's time to get some good sleep now. Good night. So my friend from the Netherlands called me and he said, I saw on Instagram that you're going to Uzbekistan. So I said, yeah. He said, wow, I'm in Samarkand, let's meet up. So basically I just changed my plans and booked a train ticket from Tashkent to Samarkand to meet them. The metro stations in Tashkent are literally some of the most beautiful stations I've ever seen. They're built during the Soviet era, and each station has its own unique design, story and artwork. And it really feels like an underground museum hidden beneath the city. It was super easy to book the train ticket online and people were really helpful, and within a couple of hours I reached in Samarkand. Traders came from far away, carrying silk, spices and colorful clothes to Samarkand. The markets were full of live smells, sounds from many different countries, and it really felt like I stepped back in time and the whole world came together in just one busy place. We visited the Gur e Amir, a beautiful mausoleum built in the 15th century for Timur and his family. And inside you can see rich decorations with gold and mosaics. It's full of colors. Its design later inspired the Taj Mahal in India. Today it is an important monument of Timurid architecture. Meet my most friendliest host in Samarkand. As you can see, he is very proud of his wine, as it is a special part of hospitality and welcoming guests. I told my most friendliest host that I was staying with that I wanted to see more of the real, raw, authentic Uzbekistan. And he showed me some kind of tourist packages. And I said, okay, I am not like that. I want to stay with a local family. I want to go to the countryside, but it's very difficult, you know, because I don't have a car and I don't know even how to get there. So I was a little bit lost. And then he told me, don't worry. And he gave his hand to me and he said, girl, don't worry. I know someone. I have a friend who lives a couple of hours away from Samarkand. I can call him and ask if you can stay with him. So he called him and he said, yeah, sure, she can stay with us. And the next day they picked me up so I can travel with them to their house. And this was literally one of the best experiences of my life. And there's a little side note to this, because I know as a woman traveling alone, it's not always that safe. And for this, I think by now I have quite some experiences with traveling to understand how and when to trust your gut feeling. And this was a moment when I felt completely safe. And even though I don't know this family, I knew it was the right thing to do. And I'm all about trusting your gut feeling and intuition. So I went with that. I took a leap of faith, jumped in a car with people I barely knew, and just trusted my intuition. And I'm so glad I did. They showed me around and we had amazing conversations even before we arrived. If you are a woman and you're traveling alone, I will tell you that Uzbekistan is absolutely one of the most safest countries I've ever been to. I felt really safe. It is absolutely beautiful here. Look at these mountains. So tomorrow, I'm about to hike up, oh yeah, all the way up there. And look at these very comfy, beautiful shoes. They gave them to me so I can just walk outside without having to put my hiking boots on. So this cow shed is very traditional as it's made of cow dung and mud, and they dry it and build it up by layers. And of course, some wood. So they built this place all by themselves. And it's very traditional as most of the families do have cows. Because from a cow they can get milk, and from milk they can make yogurt and butter all by themselves. The owner and I made a very bad decision by letting the cows roam around freely. We thought this is an amazing idea until his wife told us, no, you shouldn't do that, the cows will get lost. And guess what happened? We had to run and chase them back. After some time, probably an hour, we got them back, and we both do understand that women are always right. Right now I'm going to help him to get the cows to another area. So let's see if they listen. Maybe they come back. Yes, maybe. Or we have to go around it. Or we have to go on the other side. Yeah? He's coming! We got the cows back. And finally we got them together. In Uzbekistan, it is very normal that families are either living together in the same house or very close to each other. And for me, as a Dutchie in the Netherlands, this is really not common. So it was a really beautiful experience for me to stay with them, and they are having a 3-generation household. Their grandparents live together with their daughters and her husband and their 3 children in the same house. And even I felt like, and I still do, like I'm just a part of their family. You're a princess now. Honestly, I've never done something this crazy in life before. Very pretty. Okay, that's not true. I've done many crazy things, but this is definitely one of them. So we are about to go on a little hike down, because as you can maybe hear, there's a water stream over there. So we're going to check it out. So as you can see, these walls are pretty thick, right? So basically it's all made of mud and cow dung. And they have built this in 5 weeks. Completed it like... So basically, okay, how am I going to tell this? Basically, they completed like up till here in the first week. Then it needed to dry out. Then again, the second layer, all the way up to the 5th layer, and then the ceiling. It took them 5 whole weeks to create their home. Isn't it amazing that they just built their own home? And this is especially made because in the winters it can be very cold, and it just like, but also during the summer it can be very hot, 50 degrees. So in this way it keeps it cool and also warm inside. And as you can imagine, having a home like this big, you can't do this alone, right? So when they started to build their home, they asked 20 people out of their village to help them to build this place. So as it can get very cold during the winters here, they put some wood inside of here and they can make the whole room very cozy and warm. Especially as in the winters it can be like, yesterday he told me it could be -30. So you pretty much need this. You are probably wondering what I'm eating here. This is called plov, Uzbekistan's most famous traditional dish. As much as I tried to eat vegetarian, this was one meal I simply couldn't say no to. The recipe has been passed down by generations and a mother and daughter have been cooking the entire day to prepare it together. And for them, plov is more than food. It is a way of sharing their culture, their traditions and a piece of their heart with their guests. This absolutely looks amazing. Oh. Oh, thank you so much. Ooh. She just made an egg for me and I absolutely have no idea what I'm eating. So I'm gonna try to explain it to you all. Let's see. I think this is sweet, no?
Halva.
Halva. It's very nice. Thank you. And what is this is bread?
Johnny.
Huh. I think this is peppermint. Well, this is like a bunch of, oh, this is peppermint, it's very nice. A bunch of like dried fruits, nuts, some more nuts. I guess this is, oh yeah, they told me yesterday. They do make their own honey and they mix it together with some butter. It tastes really, really fresh and really amazing. I have no idea what this is. Guys, let me know in the comments below what I'm eating. But it's absolutely amazing. And I forgot the name of this, but I guess this is like, oh yeah, chickpeas. So yeah, and some egg, some bread here, some homemade jam, and a really amazing tea. I can't be happier to wake up like this in an Uzbekistan house with such a lovely family. This is amazing, right? So I'm feeling a little bit as an outsider here, but normally I'm used to that people are actually really staring at me. But here it's not really like that. Okay, I'm really tired, but this was definitely worth it. I want to tell you a story that's still very much alive in this village. It's a bad and sad story, but has a beautiful ending, so bear with me. Please let me know if this video resonates with you. Like and subscribe and let me know in the comments about a person that helped you to change the way how you look at life.